With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
So our question is, root pressure is maximum when A. Transpiration is high and absorption is low. B. Transpiration is very low and absorption is high. C. Transpiration is absent. And D. Guttation is absent. Talking about the root pressure when it is maximum. So first see what is root pressure and what are its conditions. So root pressure is actually a positive pressure which is created within the roots. Positive pressure in roots, and how it is created? It is created like the root or the root hairs. Root or the root hairs, they what do? They absorb the water. They absorb the water and mineral from the soil. So since they absorb the water and mineral from the soil, this creates the pressure within the roots. This creates the pressure within the roots. And due to this pressure, they transport the water and mineral to the small heighted plants, stems and leaves. So they transport the water, and mineral, importantly via xylem. They transport the water and mineral via xylem to the stem and leaves. To stem and leaves or a small heighted plants. It can even include the grasses. The grasses are also included. So this refers to that only till the small height the root pressure can enact. Root pressure can enact only till the small height. Now, when I talk about that there is this only small height, which means that the root pressure can only enact till small height. Why? Because if I talk about the large height, if we see the large height, so for large height transportation, the transpirational pull is required. For large height, the transpirational pull is required. And if transpirational pull exists, then the root pressure will not exist. Why? Because the transpiration pull, what does it do? The transpiration pull, it actually breaks the root pressure. It breaks the root pressure. Therefore, it is important that the transpiration pull should be very low, because it plants the transpirational pull cannot be absent, because even during night when stomata is closed, the transpiration through the barks take place. Therefore, completely absent of the transpiration cannot take place, and the transpiration pull should be very low, otherwise it will break the root pressure. And hence, with this, we can see that the transpiration pull should be low for the root pressure. Also, the transpiration pull, when it occurs when the evaporation rate is high. The transpiration pull occurs when the evaporation rate is high, because transpiration refers to what? The evaporation of water via leaves. So if evaporation is high, then transpiration pull should occur. Therefore, it is important that for root pressure, transpiration should be low. Transpiration should be low since it cannot be absent. Then evaporation should also be low, because if more evaporation takes place means more transpirational pull. So evaporation should also be low. And thirdly, the most important, since the root pressure, it is created with the absorption of water and mineral, that means the absorption should be high. The absorption should be high. So these are the important conditions for the root pressure, that is the low transpiration, which means low evaporation, and the high absorption rate. Also, so now let's see the options. So the first option given to us is the transpiration is high. So transpiration high is not the property, so therefore this is wrong. Transpiration is low and absorption is high. Yes, it is required. Transpiration is absent. Although root pressure does not require transpiration, but transpiration can never be completely absent, therefore it is wrong. And then called the guttation. So what is guttation? Guttation is actually the water loss. Since it is said that the transportation route can take place through the grasses, so we have seen that during morning the grasses are wet. That moisture is actually known as the guttation. So guttation is actually the moisture in the grasses or the water that is left out after the root pressure, via root pressure. So it is the moisture of grass or the liquid due to the root pressure. Therefore, it cannot be absent. Absentees of the guttation means that there is no root pressure. Therefore, the fourth option is also wrong. So the correct option, that the root pressure is maximum when the transpiration is low and absorption is high. So the second option is correct.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.